back to the Legend Experience. And thank y'all for always tuning in to the Baddies Review. Make sure that y'all tune into my Mean Girls Season 2 reviews that's going to be out right after this Baddies Review. But also, if y'all missed out on the podcast that me, Movie Bay, G, and January Files dropped, it's called Highly Controversial. Make sure that y'all head over to G's page to make sure that y'all watch our first episode. And the second episode is going to be on January Flowers page this Saturday. So make sure that y'all watch out for that because y'all, we be getting into the tea and it be a good time and we be giggling and laughing. I think all four of us our personalities just mesh well. You know, when you got a good group, y'all just tune in. Tune in to Highly Controversial. But anyway, let's get into this Baddies Midwest 18 episode. It's the 18th episode. Child, how many more fucking episodes do we got? But this episode was a good episode. It wasn't bad. I liked the dialogue. Although it was a lot of arguing and a lot of not too much action, I definitely enjoyed this episode. But anyways, the episode with all the baddies, they're sitting in the backyard and they're talking about how they're happy to be in St. Louis and they're excited to go out. And then they know that they're having a house meeting before they go out. And you know how the house meetings goes. It's not gonna be a regular house meeting. You gonna end up in some fight, some drama, something. That's what the house meetings are for, basically, on Baddies. But anyway, they go inside to go get ready, and then there's a whole montage of the girls getting ready. And I'm gonna say Pretty P does look pretty. She looks pretty today, and she looked good in her little montage or whatever. Lex looked good in her little montage, I guess. She was looking how she was looking, and Tesehki was in the montage too. She looked good. But anyway, they all get done getting ready, and then they go back to the backyard for the house meeting. Nunu calls out Biggie, and she basically says, trying to make a joke, and said Smalley or whatever. And nobody caught the shade but Anna. And Anna said, nah, bitch, it's Biggie around here. And you're supposed to defend your friend. I know a lot of people don't like Anna and Biggie, but I love their friendship. I think your friends should ride for you the way that they do. I want to guaca. What's it? Guata boom. Boom. I want that type of friendship. Like, you gotta have that girl that ride or die, that guaca boom. If that's how you say it. But anyway, I love it. But then Anna said that Summer needs to stay out of people's business. And Summer said, who's gonna shut her up? And Anna said, no one is going to keep beating up the same girl. Like, girl, you need to mind your motherfucking business. And that is true. Summer, you do keep jumping in a lot of stuff just to get attention and to be the star of the show that you want to be. And then they end up asking where Dolly's at. And basically her nose is injured again. And they start being shady, saying that Pretty P cracked her nose or whatever. But Lex speaks up and said that it was a previous injury that got re-injured or whatever. And you know how that go. You know, let's go stick up for her homegirl. But Dolly is mad because she feel like Pretty P is trying to be funny. So she trying to fight Pretty P. And everybody's just like, no, girl, sit down. And then Natalie had asked who won. And Tinka said Pretty P won round 2. And Dolly gets mad again and tries to fight Pretty P. And everyone's basically telling her, don't fight, girl. Like, you literally, your hands fucked up and your nose is injured. You can't fight. And Pretty P calls out Dolly and said, bitch, you're steady trying to fight me, but you never ran another round with Tesehki. Also, you haven't even fought Tinka, who threw a drink in your face and clocked the tea. And Tesehki said her and Dolly got a deal or whatever that they will fight whenever both of their hands heal. And Tesehki was being shady. She said, don't put me in that shit because she wants to fight you with one hand and she wants to fight me with 2 hands. That's something that y'all bitches got to talk out and deal with. Y'all should have came up with a deal like me and her came up with a deal or whatever. But I guess Dolly is not sticking up to her deal because she's not letting that hand heal. So, girl, do you really want to fight Tesehki or not? Because you know the deal is that y'all can't fight unless both of y'all hands are healed. So you just keep re-injuring that hand or whatever. So that way you ain't got to fight. Girl, I'm on to you, Dolly. I see you. I've been on to you. Rollie said that Slim left, and Jayla gives a speech basically saying that Slim deserved to leave and that she couldn't rise to the occasion and be a baddie, so she had to go. And I don't agree with Jayla. Like, there was a lot of pressure on her and a lot of people ganging up on her. I would want to leave that environment too. Like, it's becoming too much. Like, all you bitches are making Rollie issue your issue. If it's not your motherfucking issue, then mind it. But you bitches was being bandwagon and trying to dogpile on her. Bitch, I would have left too. You bitches are weird. But they asked where Ivory is, and basically she had court, but she will be back and ready to go to the next city with them, which is Hawaii, I think. Natalie said someone is not coming to the next city, and a lot of people are saying that Summer should be the one because they said Summer's a nasty, dirty, crusty, musty bitch. And I don't disagree with that. So then basically Jazz and Summer start going at it, and they asked who would like Summer, who wants Summer to stay or whatever, and only a few people raised their hand. And Natalie said that Jazz and Summer need to figure out their beats because she's not going to continue to keep bringing them both to the next city if they can't figure out their shit because it's getting annoying, it's getting old, it's getting boring. But honestly, Natalie, you need to hold Summer hand when you said this because Summer is the one that keeps bringing up the drama. They kept fighting Jasmine or whatever. So if it's an issue, then direct the issue to the issue, not make it a generalized thing. That announces that the special guest coming is Tommie, and people have mixed feelings. But Biggie said that she noticed that Akbar's shoes are off. So like, obviously Akbar and Tommie got issues from Love and Hip Hop, and they have had a tussle or whatever. So Akbar's just getting ready to see what it's all about. And Tesehki says she really don't care for Tommie because every time she comes around, they can't go nowhere because Tommie is always bringing the drama and bringing the bullshit, and they can never just have a good time when Tommie's around. Akbar said they talk it out like grown women, but she's on whatever time Tommie is on. So basically, she's saying that she wants to talk like adults and get over it. But if Tommie want to fight, she's going to fight. Tinka said Tommie was trying to play her at the reunion, I guess, because Tommie was just giving advice to Meatball. I don't get how that's playing Tinka at the reunion or whatever. She was basically telling Meatball, don't crash out because your friend's crashing out. Like, if it's a real thing, there's no need for you to crash out and ruin it even further. Like, and I understand where Tommie was coming from with that because like if it's like somebody who's like one of your closest friend or whatever, you don't want to expose all y'all stuff, even if y'all do fall out. Like I'm not about to sit there and expose all my friends' business and crash out with my best friend or whatever because I still have some love for you, although we don't mess with each other anymore. So I see what Tommie was saying to her. I don't get why Tinka had a huge issue with it because it's not like that she spoke badly on Tinka. I don't understand that. Then Tinka and Akbar start arguing. Tinka said, either you're gonna fight Tommie or you're gonna fight me. Like, girl, who mama are you? Like, you're literally trying to little girl these people, and then you get mad when you say that they do the same thing to you. Rollie says she feels like Nat been lacking and that she don't do shit face to face or whatever. She said basically you be letting bitches slide and then you be talking shit about them, but when you get in their face, you want to hug and be all friendly with them. And Scotty said she not gonna fight somebody over and over. And Rollie interrupts Scotty and says, Scotty, shut up because you don't even fight or whatever. And basically, Rollie is just hoeing Scotty right now. And Scotty's not really defending herself the way that she should be defending herself. Like, girl, I get that you and Rollie are cool or cordial, whatever, but that bitch is literally trying to sun you again. And you should have told that fat bitch she needs to shut the fuck up and worried about herself. That's what the fuck you should have said, Scotty. Like, you already done fought her a few times. You shouldn't be scared. Rollie said, we're not about to keep fighting your battles because I know you're the EP, but we're not about to keep doing the hard work while you get to do the easy work. And basically, she's just talking to Natalie. And Natalie says she has done the work and that's why you're here. And Rollie said, who is a real baddie? And a few people chime in. Jayla starts giving a speech or whatever. And this part, I do agree with Rollie as far as Natalie, that Natalie do put the girls up to kind of defend her and fight for her now. And she doesn't want to fight. Ever since that beach fight with Tommie on Baddies Caribbean, where she got tore up and beat up and it was bleeding everywhere, she don't even want to fight no more. And I agree with Rollie as far as Natalie thinking she the EP, she can't get touched. You're not Shawnee O'Neal, baby. You can't be Shawnee O'Neal on the show. You can't be cast member in EP. You need to pick who you want to be. And I'm not about to sit here while we doing all the heavy lifting and you over here getting the easy work. But I say it was the right message, wrong messenger, because I don't like that bitch Rolling. Then that's when Tommie arrives and Natalie calls out Biggie or whatever. And I don't get why she's trying to direct attention to Biggie for no reason because Biggie's not even doing nothing. Biggie has really, literally been minding her business. And she said, that Biggie was the one that kind of brought up Tommie because I guess she was arguing with Akbar and Natalie, and Natalie said that Biggie was like, wait till Tommie get here to argue with her, and Biggie was like, no, I was just saying like y'all keep want to fight and make me fight for Tommie or whatever, and make me argue for her. It's not my fight, it's not my argument. So when she get here, y'all have y'all argument or whatever. And then that's when Biggie brings up Jaden into it, and they start all trying to go on Biggie and Tesehki and Anna speak up for Biggie, and they're like, no, we're not about to do this. And Tesehki said, we're not about to make Biggie the target or whatever. So she gets up and goes stands by Biggie. She's a protector, okay? So that's for all the people who've been saying Tesehki really don't fuck with Biggie. In this moment, you see that she does fuck with Biggie. She just knows that sometimes Biggie do be in the wrong. But in this situation, I don't think Biggie was in the wrong because Biggie wasn't really even doing nothing. Natalie just brought her up for no reason and kind of deflected upon her. Like she literally let Rollie check her, but then go check Biggie. Like Natalie, where the fuck that makes sense? You should have been checking Rollie and telling that bitch, no, bitch, you shut the fuck up. I get to do what I want because I'm the EP. Bitch, I'll cut your check. That's what the fuck you should have said to her. But instead, you go deflect on the Biggie. I don't know. Don't get it, don't understand. All going on, Tommie walks in and Jazz said she really don't know Tommie, but she was happy to see that bitch because she was looking good and she was bringing gifts and then she was passing out weed. So she said she was happy to see that motherfucker. And Akbar and Tommie are having a conversation about their issues that they were having. Akbar said, you don't need to throw things when we talk. And Tommie said that she was going through a lot with her team. So basically they're rehashing a lot of their stuff that happened on Love and Hip Hop. Also, they had an episode of The Conversation on Zeus where they got into a tussle or whatever and it was really heated. I really don't know what their issue is. I feel like if they haven't gotten over it now, I don't know if they're ever going to get over it. But Akbar said that she is going to try to pray for this combo with Tommie so that way it works out in both of their favors. So she gets to pray and everybody bows their head or whatever. She over here playing with God, baby. Don't play with God because that is why the karma happened to y'all because y'all was over there praying and playing. And he told Tommie and whispered in her ear and said, use your mystery master tool on them for playing with me. So that's y'all motherfucker karma. Stop playing with motherfucker God and playing with prayer. See, that's what them bitches get. Akbar and Tommie are going back and forth, and Rollie's getting mad about that conversation. Akbar asks Tommie if she want to apologize, and basically Tommie's just like, okay, this is weird. This is corny. Like, I don't know what this conversation is about. I feel like we're going around in circles, and it's just weird for me to be here, and we're not really being productive. And Akbar said they fall, and she had Tommie on the floor, and Tommie said, the floor? Bitch, I never met a floor. I never laid on the floor. And Tommie said, I made you, bitch. No one knew you before me. She basically said that she gave clout. She breathed life into Akbar's career. Because without Tommie, nobody would know Akbar. That's what Tommie was saying. And Rollie said that she is tired of seeing Tommie here, basically. And she said that you would do anything for a check. And Tommie said, it looks like you're doing the same thing, but we're just in different pay brackets. Tommie ate that the fuck up. Like, bitch, we are both getting a check. You here for a check? The check is literally the reason why your body looks how it looks now. So you should be happy about the check. And I'm getting paid more than you, bitch. So don't be worried about my check when I'm making more than you. And then they start going back and forth. And Scotty said that it's too much fucking arguing and not enough breaking down the weed to smoke. And that is true, Scotty, because maybe if the bitches are worried about smoking, they would be chill out and not be arguing and fighting. But I like the arguing and fighting because we get into the tea. And Akbar said, just promise that you don't throw things. And Rollie said, y'all sitting here talking, y'all could have done this on the phone. And Rollie said, you bitches are just wasting our time. Y'all need to fight and get it out. And then that's when Tommie starts arguing with Rollie. She walks up on Rollie, and Rollie said, don't walk over here. So Rollie ends up standing up, and now she's dragging Tommie, talking about, girl, you dressed in that schoolgirl's outfit, and you ain't nothing. And she's making threats, talking about she go throw Tommie in the fire, throw her bunny in the fire. And Akbar and Tommie starts going at it too. So Tommie is literally arguing with Rollie and Akbar at the same time. And Rollie said, what are y'all doing? Because y'all wasting our time. And then she said, Tommie, you're here to get clout off our name. And Tommie said, your name? She said, bitch, you're delusional. I'm not getting clout off your name. I had clout before you even had clout, bitch. You was on Jerry Springer rolling around in Alfredo sauce. Bitch, I had clout before you or whatever. And Rollie said, you came back to get a quick Baddies check or whatever. And okay, so she came to get back a quick Baddies check. Y'all want her to fight somebody that she don't want to fight? Like, it's her check, it's her time. Let her do with her time and what she want to do. And then in the midst of them arguing or whatever, Scotty is asking about the bunny. She said, girl, what happened to the fucking bunny? And Tommie said the bunny had some surgery. And Scotty said, hold on, bitch. I saw this slit down the bunny. Check the motherfucking bunny. And Tommie is asking if everybody is cool. And Tinka said she's not cool. Tinka said that either they go fight each other or she go fight one of them or probably both of them. Tommie said, bitch, I don't even know you. And Tinka's just still going on talking about how they both need to fight and shut the fuck up. And Akbar and Tommie start talking. They basically chop it up to they don't want to fight each other and they respect each other, but they own whatever each other own. So then Tinka starts to walk up on Tommie, and then that's when Tommie pulls out the BB gun and starts shooting. And then everybody started breaking loose. All you see is Rollie run her fat ass over across the fucking field. I've never seen her run that goddamn fast, and she knocked over Natalie and Jayla. I saw Arbach run, and then Tinka was just standing there and getting shot. That's probably why she got shot 7 times. Oh, and then Biggie said that when the shots went off, she said to herself, "She fucks with me, she's not gonna shoot me or whatever, so I'm safe." No, bitch. A bullet does not have a name on it. Run your ass away. And Nunu said she felt like 50 Cent. And then P says she don't play with guns because she's been shot twice. And I guess that one of the bullets hit Rollie in her titties, so she's mad as fuck and she's crashing out. So then Tinka and Tommie start fighting and they get to wrestling a little bit. And Tommie was pulling the fuck out of Tinka here. Like she kind of dragged her a little bit. And then Tinka's crashing out because she wants to keep fighting or whatever. And then Rollie is outside in the front, crashing out, trying to get to Tommie because she wants to beat the fuck out of Tommie. And as Rollie's entering back into the backyard, you hear Jayla giving a speech about gun violence and how that this is a serious matter or whatever. And I bring up this point because I guess next week they get into it about it or whatever. And Rollie is still crashing out or whatever. So I guess she wasn't able to hear Jayla's serious speech about gun violence. But then this show ends up wrapping and ending with Rollie crashing out. And then next week, we still got Rollie crashing out and they go to the club. And then also you got Rollie and Tinka are mad at Jayla and Nat for laughing at the whole situation. And then also they go to Hawaii. And then you got Anna versus Summer and Scotty. And I'm really excited for this next episode because it looks like we're finally getting to the motherfucking tea. We're finally getting to fucking Hawaii. Hawaii is where we see mail and a lot of shit go fucking down. And you know what? I'm not mad at Natalie and Jayla for laughing at them. If it's funny, bitch, laugh or whatever. But also, I'm happy that people are clocking Summer for constantly being in people's business. And if Summer gets jumped by Anna and Scotty, I'm not mad about it. This is her karma for jumping in on Slim. She needs that jump. A jump should be had with her or whatever. But I guess we're gonna finally get to see Ivory and Mel fight. We're finally gonna see trio on trio. So I can't wait. And make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow for me, Movie Bay, and G's live review of this because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about with Tommie Mystery Master Tool and all the arguing that happened. I'm sure it's going to be a good live, and I can't wait to hear a lot of people's opinions. So make sure that y'all tune into that, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.